tell us that Shabbat is also a feast. That is the first feast of Yahuah, Shabbat. Every Shabbat we observe the feast of Yahuah. Okay? After Shabbat, we have the feast of Passover. Continues. It is very simple. I use the feast of Passover to open our eyes. If you read Luke 22 from verse 1 up, you will see that Yahushua was talking about the feast of Passover. And that is the feast. During that period, he commanded us to do this in remembrance of me. Keep this feast in my remembrance. So some people are saying that these are Jewish feasts. They are Jewish feasts. I don't know where we get that from. Please, these feasts are not Jewish feasts. These feasts are not the feast of Yahudim alone. These are the feasts of Yahuah. So, if you believe in Yahuah, you must keep this feast, no matter anywhere you are. And I've had some who are also saying that the feasts are not supposed to be kept in a different land that is not the land of Yashar-Al or Yashar-Yahu. Say, why? Stop forming all these things as doctrines. Listen. Do you know that the first Passover that was kept in the land of Egypt? You know, Mizraim. That night that they were leaving Mizraim was the first night they kept the feast of Passover. So for our information, the first feast of Passover was kept in the land of Mizraim, not in Yashar-Yahu or Yashar-Al, as some may call it, or Israel. I don't like to use the word Israel at all, because that is purely fake. Okay? I'm sorry for that, but these are not the facts. So now, these are the reasons why I always say we must look into what we are practicing. The feasts are the feast of Yahuah, not the feast of Jews, because this is where they have been deceiving many of people who are supposed to be keeping this feast. They were not, because they think that it's only feast of the Jews alone, whereas it's not. No, never. If you read that Leviticus 23, verse 4 says, these are the feasts of Yahuah. What? These are the feasts of Yahuah, even set apart congregation which you shall proclaim in their seasons. These are the feasts of Yahuah, not feast of humanity, not feast of humans, not feast of the Jews. It is Yahuah's feast. So if you believe in Yahuah, you must embark on this feast. Now, if we begin to study this feast, we learn to understand that we have some feasts in the first month of Yahuah's calendar. We have one feast, Pentecost or Shavuot, in the third month of Yahuah's calendar, and the rest of the feast ended up in the seventh month of Yahuah's calendar. And in our original Yahuah's calendar, our first month of the year, first moon of the year, is within March and April. That is when you will see our first month between March and April. And that's the reason why you will always see that during the time of Feast of Passover, these pagan people that have given us their own, they will bring a feast they called Easter. And presently, people knew Easter more than they should know Passover. And this is why I'm making this teaching today. They converted the feast of Passover and give us their demonic Easter celebration. Sorry to use that word, but that is the only closest word I will use. They removed the feast of Yahuah and gave us Easter. That is, see, check. Easter always fall within March and April. Go and make your research. Easter is a must fall between March and April. Now, if you follow your pastors clearly, if you are under Christianity, during the time of Easter, they will always read this Luke 22, where Yahushua was saying, we must keep this Passover as time is coming, that I will end the work of my Father. Easter is always that time. Now, Yahuwah told us that during the Passover is the first month of the year. Let me read the two things here, please, for better and clearer understanding. Leviticus 23 from 4. These are the feasts of Yahuwah, even set apart convocation, you shall proclaim in their seasons. In their seasons. Verse 5. In the 15th day of the first month at evening is Yahuwah's Passover. Have you seen it? In the 15th day. Sorry, 14th day. On the 14th day, by evening, is Yahuwah's Passover. And it says that it will be on the first month, not any other month, first month. But you know, the Gregorian calendar have given us first month to go in January. January is not the first month, okay? No. January is not the first month of the year. The first month of Yahuwah falls between March via April. So it is. Okay, that's the beginning of time, beginning of year, when the dry leaves will be regaining their green leaves again by the rain begin to fall. Then 50 days from Feast of First Fruits, Feast of Shavuot comes in. Now, definitely it will now fall on the third month of the year. Now, the 7th month of the year, as we are instructed, you find the rest of the feast. Let me read something here so that you understand what it means. That Leviticus 23, go to verse 22. Leviticus 23, see verse 22. It says, and when ye reap the harvest of the land, thou shalt not make a radiance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest. Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of the harvest. Thou shalt live unto the poor and to the stranger. I am Yahuwah, your mighty one. Now go to verse 23 now, Leviticus. That's Uikra. Says, and Yahuwah spake unto Musha, saying, speak unto the children of Yeshayahu, saying, in the 7th month, you see, the Feast of Trumpets, Atonement, Tabernacles, and the 8th great day falls on the 7th month. And that 7th month in Yahuwah's calendar is inside Gregory's September. And it is very perfect. September is the 9th month, not September is the 7th month, sorry, not the 9th month, as Gregory told us. In the Gregory's calendar, they gave us September as the 9th month. It's wrong. It's September, it's 7th, okay? 7th month, so it's right. Now, Roman Empire changed them and gave us all manner of the feast they have been keeping even before Yahushua came. Tammuz, Semiramis, and Nimrod have been the perfect worship of Gentile nation, basically European. Every Babylonian system, European adopted and joined them with their own idol. So all the pagan feasts that they have been celebrating to their idols, they shifted them, tried to confuse the people that what Yahuwah gave to us is Christmas, New Year's, Easter, Halloween, and all. No, Valentine, no, it's wrong. There is no any one scriptural passage or verse that talks about Christmas. Now let me say this. If the birthday of Yahushua should be celebrated, not you, nor I, or Roman Empire will begin it, will start it. Open your ear clear. If this birthday of Yahushua should be celebrated, not neither you, nor I, nor Roman Empire or Greek Empire will begin it. The apostles, the Talmudim, the apostles of Yahushua would have started it in the scriptures. Yahushua himself would have started it by himself. But search your scriptures, check inwardly, outward. There is no anywhere the early fathers celebrated Christmas. The birth of Yahushua was never celebrated anywhere. Who began the celebration? It was Tammuz, the birth of Tammuz. Christmas is the best. Go and check it. Go and check the foundation or the origin of Christmas celebration. It is the celebration of Tammuz, the son of Nimrod. Yeah, this is a celebration that the Roman Empire have been celebrating before ever Yahushua came on the scene. So they now deceive the people, remove, trying that they know that yes, we must be celebrating Tammuz as we will worship. As we worship Tammuz, we must celebrate Tammuz. So what do they do? They're now trying to create a religion. They disguise it to be as if that religion is what Yahuah gave to us in the name of Christianity. In the name of Christianity. That is where they used a religion that they used to smuggle in all the pagan feasts. They force them on us. Someone asked me one day, says, but why do these things happen? Does it mean that they were stronger than Yahuah? I says no. It's a prophecy in Daniel or Daniel 7, as I used to mention every day. Before you understand this movement, you must understand Daniel 2 and Daniel 7. Very, very important. Go and study Daniel 2 and Daniel 7. Now you understand what we are saying. If you begin to study that Daniel 7 now from verse 1, you get the picture clear. Basic verse 25 here says, we're talking about the last empire, Roman Empire, the fourth beast. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the set apart children of the Most High. They will change times and laws. They will change times and laws. So it is a prophecy of what will happen. Yahuah knows that the children of Edomites will do it. They will. He allowed them so that men will fall, waiting on the appropriate time to call them back. Exactly what he did to them in the Misraim, Egypt. That is what he's doing to us now. He allowed them to go to Egypt, stay as strangers, learn all many of their cultures, he begin to behave like them. Now he will call us out to teach us his ways. And this is where people get it all wrong. They say, but I don't understand this thing. Why is Yahuah so silent about the changes? We are live and direct on the Righteousness Radio. We are want to follow us, download Zeno app and type in on the Righteousness Radio. We are there live and direct now. We are talking about the exchange of Yahuah's feast into pagan feasts. That's what I'm discussing this hour. Very, very important. Listen, I say, but it doesn't matter. Who told you? Who told you that it doesn't matter? Whosoever you believe and follow and do what he has to do, that person is your master. If you believe Satan and be practicing his practices, you are definitely his child. You can't tell me that you're a child of Yahuah and they're celebrating Christmas. It's not done. You can't tell me you're a child of Yahuah and they're celebrating Easter, New Year's, God of fertility, Janus. January is Janus. Go and check it. Go and make your research. So everybody say Happy New Year. For your information, January 1st is not the New Year. It was manipulation. The New Year of Yahuah is within March. Any new moon that appears in March is our New Year. Very simple. Want to shout any Happy New Year? Wait. Let any new moon that appears in March is the New Year. Are you getting it? So all this junk that they told us, they were trying to push all their idol celebrations on us. And you know what? That is spell. That is the spell that Christianity used against humanity. Once you respect these beings, once you call on these idol names, God, Lord, Baal, Jesus, blah, 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 their energy, their vibrations hovering around you to make you not to reason or think. Can't you see most derailed religion on earth is Christianity? This is where they train people without brain, people who cannot ask questions or think or reason. Yeah, garbage in, garbage out, no evaluation, no summary, no expansion, no digestion. Anything their pastor says stands. If they not talk and differently against what the pastor said, they'll fight with him. It is that's by the way, please. Listen. Roman Empire changed times and laws, changed the feast of Yahuah, and gave us the Pegan feast. I want to ask my people. Some people are waking up. They have stopped celebrating Christmas, some stopped celebrating New Year's, and all that. And I said, if you have stopped celebrating this feast, what are the feasts of Yahuah? Go and pick them up. You guys stop celebrating the feast, the pagan feast, which you have known that they are wrong. Go and pick the original feast, restore them back. This is time of restoration. All these pastors, tell your members the truth now, because if they eventually found out the truth by themselves, it is bumbo. You won't find it funny. You won't find it funny. So, I know I'm taking this teaching so gradual. I want to go deeper in them. You know why? We are so adapted by worldly things. People are seeing us as insane. We have lost sanity. We have lost it. We are lunatics by saying things so different from what people believed before. Listen, revelation is progressive. All of us celebrating Christmas, New Year, all this Valentine's Day, blah, 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 thinking that we are doing all this to the Most High Yahuah. But they are all lies. Lie. Engaging you more and more into demonic cove, into the kingdom of darkness. So Easter celebration is an initiation. Somebody know. Easter celebration is an initiation. Christmas celebration is an initiation. New Year celebration, January, these are initiations going on. And we are deliberately going inside or ignorantly going inside these covens, these demonic altars and places without knowing it. Stay away from these pagan feasts. Join Yahuah's feast. Some of us are getting confused because some Judaisms are telling you, you don't need to keep the feast. You are not in the original land. Where is the original land? I'm asking you. Is it this Palestinian Israel, this fake Israel? Is it the original land? Yahuah told us, do this in remembrance of me. Do it. I said it last Friday. I was giving Luke 22, verse 19 is equal to 1 Corinthians 11, verse 22 to 23. You get the clear picture. Apostle Shaul Paul did copy and paste. He didn't write his own, no. He repeated what Yahuah says in Luke 22:19 is what Apostle Paul reported in 1 Corinthians 11, verse 22 to 23. He quoted it, said, on that night before Yahuah, before they took him, they ate Passover. I'm asking all Christian pastors, where is Passover? Where is the feast of Yahuah? Even all you big pastors, as you call yourself, general overseer, so-called general overseer, as you call yourself, so self-acclaimed this and that. Where are the feast of Yahuah? Where are these feasts? Why do you up till now? We are saying the truth. We are waking people up. You are busy defending lies to suit you. All of you pay dearly. Sorry to say this, but you will pay. We are coming online day and night, shouting, reposting, talking, preaching. What some of you are doing is to be reporting our pages, reporting what we are doing, social media platform handles, deleting our messages. You can't stop us. It's time, now or never. The people of Yahuah are waking up. The children of Yahuah are waking up. Whether Christianity like it or not, it's gone. Whether religion like it or not, they are gone. I like this Gen Z generation because they have internet. They have AI. They have Google. They make research. Dig up foundations of information. I know the truth. And some of us are still fighting over error. Child, that's by the way. Listen to me. Now, why did they change the feast to Pegan feast? Let me explain. When Emperor Titus invaded Yahuah SHALOM, what they call Jerusalem, when he invaded it in AD 70, Titus invaded Yahuah SHALOM and they scattered all the inhabitants of Yahuah SHALOM, took everything and go home. Now see the thing here. As slave masters, that they can worship what their slaves are worshiping. When they took the Torah, when they took the original instruction from Yahuah, that is from Yahuah SHALOM, they went to the Vatican City, present day Italy today. Okay. In the Vatican City, what they did, they hijacked the original Torah, they hide it there, and rewrite and diluted the word of Yahuah. If I tell you that 70% of what you have in your King James, Good News, and everybody's Bible are lies, I tell you the truth. 70% of what we have today are lies. They hijacked the original truth, mixed the little one that remains with lies. That's why people are getting confused when studying the scripture. Whereas this should be the most easiest book to understand with how Yahuah plays. Just see, it's a commandment. Yahuah cannot deceive us with commandment. To me, he will directly tell us what to do. Very simple. So they don't want us to worship Yahuah. What will they do? They took the Torah, take it home, hijack it, water down the truth, injected what they want to inject, change the names, change the locations, change the color, the original people of the land, change everything. Now, change to what? Changing them for us to come and begin to worship and observe what they are worshiping and observing. Do you know why they throw Shaul and Silas into the prison? Some of us don't know. Do you know why they threw, don't they say Paul and Silas, they pray, they sang, the Ruach HaKadosh come down. Do you know why they threw Paul and Silas in the prisons? Listen, let me read something for you. Go to Matthew 16, Act 16. Let me show you. See why Roman Empire threw Paul and Silas in the prisons. Matthew 16, let's read. My emphasis is on verse 19 and